go. Check one last checkity check before we proceed. Alright, we're all set. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 11:53 p.m.
Alexa, what time is it? Yes, Alexa, what time
It's 11:53 p.m.
Is it still 11:53? Oh shit, did I put 10:53? I lied. Accessibility settings can be accessed from the main menu. Okay, sounds good. You are playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Begin the game.
You know, because I wanted to put him down here, basically, right? And with that example,
Sounds like a normal everyday office. Happened here real quick. Sorry guys. Lots of setup.
You know what? Even if you were going to be sarcastic and I still act as though it was personal, in order to leave this kind of stuff.
Alright, well, you're good. Let us begin.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
How you doing, bud?
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
All right, so what's up, Kirgy? What's up, Maxis? Oh, I love you so much, Kurgle. Can I play with my computer? No. Oh, well. I can type stuff. Alright. How you doing today, brother?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
No? I think I've clicked it about 20 times already.
I'm not going to type much, not to ruin the narrator. Just listen to it all. Convos are so good.
Oh, good, brother. I tried 20 times, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause.
Yeah?
Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes,
50 clicks?
almost certainly 50 clicks.
click all day.
No,
Buddy.
I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
You son of a... Alright. 417. $420. I'm gonna go click 420. I went in the 420 room. Everybody go.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
You son of a bitch. He's just messing with me. I know he is. Said 437. Bet you there's no 437. Ah, there it is.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
What's up, Firecrest? How you doing? There's 415.
Now, back to door number 437.
Here, son of a bitch. Alright.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine? All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere. Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
418. You can't jump. No, seriously, we disabled it. Get your first achievement awarded for getting any of the whatever. Thanks. Well, I did it. I can't jump up here. Oh,
Yes! This is
Did it.
great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's
yeah.
keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416. We've almost got it!
almost there.
Now the copy machine, do that one again!
I don't like the way he sounded. Alright. Go to the copy machine again.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430! Yes! We
He's
did
so
it!
close, bro.
Oh, wow.
Edge him.
That felt amazing.
Right.
Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very
I think I
proud of
finished
how
them.
far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks.
I know,
Really
right?
now. What were you thinking?
I don't know, Stanley. I mean, what
You
should I call
came
him?
so far.
Got me in the eye. Alright, now what though, G? Keep going, I guess.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
He did fucking not.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted
okay.
to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Yeah,
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
great room. I love this room. This room, it's got something, an air of mystique.
Yes, really, really
I love
worth
this
it being
room.
here in the
He's
room.
right.
A room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took
Hey.
the first open door on his left.
This room houses a broom.
What's up, user 313? Too late. Stop for a little bit. What's up, Milu?
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite
Be careful
door,
about going
and
through
got
doors.
back on track.
So, is that Nicotel?
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further
That
on
is
track.
a nitrogen
So now in order to get
monoxide,
back, he needed to
nitrogen
go...
monoxide button. What have you done?
From here, it's,
It's great,
left.
ain't it?
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
It's an English narrator is the voice in Tickfinity. It slows people's chat down, so I can.
Nitrogen dioxide. When I type nitrogen monoxide is hilarious.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
What were you
It's
thinking?
clearly... Oh, dear. Would you hold on for a minute, please?
1 minute, guy. One guy. Read your script.
Sorry, I'm all
See,
capsing, editing
down,
videos,
right,
lol.
left, down,
Okay, brother.
left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now.
Just
This
say it loud
story
and
is
proud.
absolutely,
Shut up.
definitely this way.
This way. What's with the van, though? I can type on the van. This van is actually a typewriter. Alright. Wow.
No.
Check if it has
This isn't
candy.
right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
No.
Okay. We just have to get back to,
Fired?
Who am I kidding? It's all rubbish
Oi.
now. The whole story
What a
completely
poor fire.
unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
Well, we
And this
will.
time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Can't do that to me. What? You son of a bitch. Alright. Here we go. Lock on all the doors again. And the cabinets this time.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, fine. Let's go to the meeting room. Is this the meeting room? What's up, Kelly? How you doing? Is this the meeting room? Is that the meeting room? Damn it, no. It's never the 420. Not a meeting room. I heard an elevator.
When Stanley...
Father
Wait,
Lamb is playing
wait,
7 Days
what?
to Die.
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
None of your
Did
business.
you move the
Nosy.
story somewhere, or... Hold on.
I don't know, maybe
Why
I'm
am I
magic.
asking you? I'm the one who wrote the
That's
story.
right, stupid.
It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
What if I take the same damn path? Yeah, let's not. Let's find a different spot. Let's go left this time. Ooh. This is interesting.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No, you don't.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to
You
be
don't know.
better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why
Don't
not?
do it, you son of a... Alright. Starting over again. Okay. Can't have any coffee.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Could mean you're
Stanley
weirdo.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
These aren't even jiggling anymore. That one jiggles. Jiggle, 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 jiggle.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be
yeah.
remembering
Ain't
this
got no doors
wrong.
no more.
It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
What's up, Junior? King Maui, how you doing, brother? Shaka. Alright. Doing alright tonight, dude. Thanks for using my stickers. So we're just going all the way back, is what you said?
Aha! I knew
this?
we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Oi, oi. Oh, hey. I broke it. Timeline's corrupted. Somebody call a nurse.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an
That
office
looks
building.
like an upset stomach.
Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
Thank you, bud.
I know you put in a lot of hard work,
Speed
and
run.
it really paid off. So,
What's the time?
good job.
Thanks.
Oh, no. No,
What's up,
I
Paul
don't
Studio?
feel
How you
right
doing,
about
love?
this at all. We both know
Love
you didn't
you,
put in
bro.
any actual work
Gotta
for that
get
win.
some sleep.
Some
See
people
you
win fair
tomorrow.
and square,
Yeah,
and this
man.
was
Have a
not
good
one
one,
of
dude.
those
Sleep
situations. Okay? I'm getting
Thanks for
weirded
stopping
out
by
by
and all
whatever
the
this place
Deluxe and the
is.
gifts and
I
everything.
don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
You bastard. Give me one moment. There we go. All right. The Stanley Parable Adventure Line. It's like reading for dummies or whatever.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Yep.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Gotta tell me what to do. It goes to the machine. What's up, James? How you doing? Oh, somebody spilled that coffee. I hate Mondays. I also hate Mondays. Mondays can go suck an egg. Alright, we're here. One of these days, these stores will be open. What's up, John H? How you doing, bro? You having a good night?
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me.
Yeah, bro.
Now, we can both agree that the
You
nature
smoke
of
one.
existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay.
That's good.
Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there.
Good.
Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
It's okay,
You know
man.
what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Cut the music.
Thank you.
Go back and look at that fern. Stanley,
fern.
this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
This is about the ferniest fern I've ever frickin' seen. Alright, moving on from the fern. Should we study it any longer? Everybody remember, keep this fern in your frontal cortex, right there. Visualize it. Visualize the leaves, the stems, the way it's growing out of the dirt, the little grass on the side there, the long grass in the back. How it's kind of dying on the right. All right, we're done. Let's go. Thank you for killing the music, though.
Wait,
Invisible
what?
Voice.
We're back at the office? No. Line,
Still following
you do
you?
know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
We're back in the cheating place.
No, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
And 104 fired. I think this game may call for a drink or two. Alright. So. Yeah, we're back here again.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
You're right.
We're intelligent people,
You're right,
right?
you're right.
Why
You
can't
are
we make
right,
up our own
maybe.
story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
It's not 420, but we'll give it a shot.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley,
Unicorns.
I'm ready for it.
Unicorns, rainbows, candy, and lollipops. That's what I want.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Alright, fine. This line is drunk. This line has good idea. Alright. Whoa. Alright, line. Getting a little crazy. Line's gone. And now we're in this
A
room.
choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny
I'm gonna do what you say for
awaits.
once.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how
Playing the
all this
confusion
goes?
ending for 17
It's
minutes.
all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes
yours?
blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really... No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Will you do it?
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination, so I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Yo. Okay. Looked like you didn't have a choice. It's only...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Oh. What's up, guy, aka him? How you doing tonight?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's do it.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Termination Tuesdays. 8 bird. Free review. A week's review. Office party. Nice. All right. The future was yesterday. Tomorrow is now. Tomorrow, complete today's unfinished agenda items. Write next day's agenda. Reflect. Who moved my desk? Please keep the targets on the topic of synergy. It's all about this. TPS reports. That is a callback to Office Space, I think. Great movie. What's up, the guy, aka him? What are your dreams for the future? Who knows? Okay.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Oh, yeah?
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
What's FA? Fuck all.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why?
Absolutely nothing.
Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I need to get some ice. And you don't want me
You
to
do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it. Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning. Stanley was fat and ugly and really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please
Wow, really?
remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
What's up, Jay? How you doing? Appreciate the heart me's and the likes. Hope you're doing good tonight. Should have joined the karaoke earlier. It was fun. Alright. Getting back to it. Has he quit talking? No more quips about me staying in the closet. Why would I say that out loud? Alright. Here.
What?
We go. What? I said hello. Oh, you just came in. This guy was talking crap about me.
Second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before
Same
you.
player,
you
bro.
too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look,
do have a
you
fish.
can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Are you sure? Alright, I'm going. Let's go. Let's go, bro.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Or did he walk downstairs to his death? Okay. Does look like hell down there. Red light go. Oh,
But
look.
Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that.
Yeah,
And in
that's
such a
kinda-
competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him?
Why am
wherever
I
he
watching
went?
this?
And for
I don't
that
know.
matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
Must be.
Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers
keep
weren't
watching.
actually gone. He wasn't going to lose
You
his
have to
job.
find out what
He
happens. We're
wasn't
looking for
crazy
the
after
story.
all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
Oh my
So,
God.
he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh shit.
Then
I
he
gave up.
imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't
Tap,
asked himself
tap,
sooner.
tap. Keep the
Why
host
is there a
happy.
voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about
Mishmash.
how it's describing my thoughts,
So,
he
mishmash.
thought.
Mishmoosh.
And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right
At
now
FS,
as he's
hey.
ever been in his life.
So, Mish.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the
And
voice not
naked
see him
watching
float and make
this.
the magical stars just a moment ago?
Me too.
How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin,
I can't see
the
where I'm
press
going
of the
no more.
mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside
Oh my
this
God,
one.
I can't figure out why I am
Let me
addicted
wake up.
now.
He thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let
Not
me
on
go
my
back to my
line for
job.
TT, I think
me
was
continue
messed up.
pushing the
Today's
buttons.
was live
Please.
and only to
It's all I
PPL
want.
came in.
I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal.
I
At
am.
FS, I came.
Everything
will be
king.
fine. I am okay.
I'm okay, you're okay. And then I opened my eyes and everything was still not okay.
I was on for 3 hours too.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
I passed out. Alright.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh, all of a sudden. Okay.
Mariella
That
woke up
effort
on a day
shall
like
come.
any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest
I'm
of her
just
life.
gonna tap
She
you.
had no time for this, so
At
it was
J.
only a
Piter, I
moment
know.
that she
Thank
stood
you.
there,
I think it
staring
was
down
early
at the
free
body.
morning. Not
And
this
then she turned
afternoon. I
around.
think I was. At Jade Piter Glitchy or something.
Okay, for the 500th time, here we go again.
This afternoon.
All of this code. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
Maybe.
Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think
Oh,
an
it's starting
achievement is
all of
worth?
it,
No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times.
20.
I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
At FS, I've been in a
I have
dark
to say, I'm
place.
still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it.
You
Yes,
get it, bro.
almost certainly 50 clicks.
Yeah.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley.
Yes,
I want to see
you got it.
commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Right.
And now I can figure out why I'm watching this. C and TT never let me know did I Welsh you, and I'm sorry if I didn't. For 171.
No, 417. Oh, spilt my salt.
At Jade Piter, I'm sorry. Are you okay, though? Door for 117.
Yep, it's right here.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
At FS, I'm good now.
Cool. I'm glad you're good. Being good is better than bad.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now,
I
door
ate a
415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
Cookies are delicious. I don't want a cookie. 415.
Now, back to door number
With
437.
sparkles.
Oh, sparkles or sprinkles?
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know,
Hell yeah,
the
it is
copy
no
machine.
one wants to be in a bad place.
Yeah, dude, that's a...
All right, back to room 417. I'm
Sparkles.
really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Is it like one of those fizzy firecrackers things?
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
Climbing. Can't do it. You're gonna tell me I can't.
Evil, you know I like to sparkle.
That is true. I can't climb on 419's desk. You son of a bitch voice. What's gonna happen? Alright. Can I? No, I can't.
F for 119. What is sparkle exactly?
Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I
am.
like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416. We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
I sparkle.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430! Yes! We did it!
Ask
wow.
Evil.
That felt amazing.
What?
Oh,
It's
you
true.
really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back.
Big
Yes,
sparkle.
I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks.
Okay,
Really now,
gotcha.
What were you thinking?
She's a firecracker. Okay, now what? But not like the bang kind, but the sparkle kind.
Boom.
So the door with 2 rooms, or the room with 2
When
doors.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
The hell I did.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
He did.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yep. Great room.
Wow. Yes.
Caracal sparkle.
This room. What a beautiful room. What a
Oh,
gorgeous,
ask angry.
gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
We
But
left.
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
And the TV thing, right?
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Meaning,
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Heidi asked angry, but his tongue is still numb.
No, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room.
You don't know
Please
what I like doing in this
take your
room.
time.
I'm gonna take all the time I need. You don't control me, voice.
Too much
Very
prep
sorry.
age minty fresh. At FS, I always sparkle. I try to all the time.
I feel sorry for the guys who tested out Preparation A through G. I wonder whatever happened to those guys.
I can make a tongue numb.
Oh, it can make it tongue. Maybe. So,
I feel sorry for them too.
all right, we're getting back to it. He didn't say anything. Let's go. To the
Coming to
Why?
a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
At Jade Piter Reilly.
Ooh, it's fancy up here. The beige pages.
Yup.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that
At
his
Jade
boss had been
Piter,
keeping
you got
from him.
skills.
And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
But
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad,
I told
Stanley
you
happened
I
to
sparkle.
input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
interesting.
Mad skills.
Yeah. Whoa, wait a minute. What is this? Going down. You don't even know, Mish. Mad.
Descending
Bad
deeper into the
world.
building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for
What's up,
himself,
people on the red
to
channel?
question
People
the
on the
nature
purple
of
channel? I
his
don't
job.
need that, thank you.
Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
At FS, I've got so many
Whoa.
skills.
His
Stanley
fingering
walked
skills
straight
are
ahead
amazing.
through the
You should see
large
him playing
door that
guitar.
read Mind Control Facility.
Escape. Should I trust it? Mind control. Mind control or is mind control or 6-7. I don't know. Let's go to mind control.
At Jade Piter Awesome. Mind
Yeah,
control.
that's what I was thinking too. Control my mind.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Yeah, oh yeah, he did. Let's go. Camera button.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's
He
co-workers.
better have it.
The lives of so many
Only
individuals
one
reduced to
controls
images
me.
on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
And it's not my mind.
Is it a large, angry octopus?
Lol.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
Cookie.
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Possibly. Take me down, James.
No.
Oh.
He refused to believe it. He
It's
couldn't
the red
accept it.
pill law.
His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
It's a large, angry
wasn't
cookie.
it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Large, angry cookies taking
Operate
over the world.
control.
Was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he
Angry, happy
would
cookie.
dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay, so how would one do that then?
He wishes.
Mind controls idle, awaiting input.
As my best
And when at
friend.
last he found the source of the room's
Nuh-uh,
power,
he's my best
he
friend.
knew it
He
was
told
his
me. He sent me
duty,
a friendship
his
bracelet.
obligation, to put an end to
Bake
this
it with
horrible
chocolate
place
and add
to
cayenne.
everything it stood for.
Ah, yes.
Number.
Cayenne is good spice. Good spice. Put balls on hairs. Alright. To turn on or to turn off?
He is actually mine.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the
Wanna
controls,
fight?
did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take
Yes.
control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Stick your head up your bit. Fat for air.
Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to
They'll
throw my
fight over
story
a
off track,
gingerbread
you're going to have to
man.
do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have
What
nearly the
game
power
is
you
this?
think you do. For example,
Oh,
and I
Stanley's
believe
Terrible,
you'll find
Deluxe
this
edition.
pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is
cares?
activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode,
I can't
eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation
Stanley
then?
is in trouble.
Yes.
Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me.
At
where we're
FS, keep
going,
and
what all
tapping.
this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
Yes. Where
A
are
moment
they?
of solace before you're obliterated?
Please.
All right, I'm in a good mood.
Two
You're gonna
girls,
die anyway.
one Stanley.
I'll tell you exactly what happened
Tap,
to them.
tap.
I
Keep
erased
the
them.
host happy.
I turned off the
Yeah,
machine.
yeah.
I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
I need to find a number
Other
3.
times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds
Free
left.
is not here.
But I'm enjoying this so much.
If no happy,
you know what?
oh,
To
get
hell with it.
slappy.
I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley.
For
Time
no
doesn't grow
tapping.
on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
Yes,
Or did
that
you
might
just
be it,
assume
buddy.
when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off?
Oh,
I mean,
no,
look at
yeah.
you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These
What
numbered
an
buttons.
a-hole.
No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
No. There's 3 shits.
Stanley,
No, that's fine.
you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you.
So I have
That
1, 2,
timer isn't a
4.
catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch
Okay,
you for
gents,
every moment that you're
I
powerless.
flicked this
To see
bean
you
enough.
made
Love y'all. Gotta go to
This is not a
sleep.
challenge.
All right,
it's a
Jay. Thanks for
tragedy.
dropping by.
You wanted to control
Have a good
this
one.
world, that's fine.
well.
But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left
Shut
to
up,
struggle.
boys.
30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here.
At FS
Just you
by
being
Mish.
blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go
I'm not
peacefully?
gonna make it.
Another
At J.
choice.
Piter, good
Make
night.
it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
I hit it.
At Jade Piter.
I didn't hit it. You son of a bitch voice. Alright. Here we go again.
All of his co-workers were
where
gone.
lives
What
co-workers?
could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Meeting room's closed.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Oh. Input received is larger.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, he didn't.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Beautiful lounge.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Not anymore.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
What's this now?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Sure,
I'm
buddy.
not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Ooh.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another,
Okay.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your
Gotcha! Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside.
Oh, yeah,
Let me
thanks for
show
all
you
the
what's
likes,
really going on here. This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley. Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
That's harsh.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Well, you know. No. Not gonna do it. You press V. What do you think about them apples? Salute. Yummy. All right, fine.
I
But in his
like edible
mind,
apples.
Edible
in his
apples,
mind,
yeah.
he can
Those are
go
my
on
favorite.
fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
What TV? Oh,
And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
no TV?
First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished
Happy
off
too
the face of
hard.
the earth. The thought
Happy Harry Hardon?
excited him terribly.
Let's
So
spend time with
he
the
went
boys.
further. He imagined that he came to two open
Tappy.
doors and that he could go through either.
Oh,
At
Tappy.
last, choice.
Thought
It
you were talking
barely
about Gleaming the
even
Cube,
mattered
an old
what
movie
lay
with
behind each
Christian
door.
Slater.
The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was
know, that was
almost
in the
too
movie.
wonderful
Might have
to behold.
Please press M to prepare dinner.
As he wandered through this
Okay.
fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Okay.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps
Peppa
if he
sees a
played just
mannequin.
one more time.
I love you.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be?
Just
In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this.
Stanley.
Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
You're gonna do it because you told me not
You
to.
see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
All right, fine. I won't push nothing. I'll just sit here and click on things. Now pushing the button. One moment. Turn on and some extra air is getting a little warmer here. Well, I've been sitting here not doing anything, so I guess I'm going to question nothing and hit K.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please die.
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
I died. Maybe? Here we go again. It's like Groundhog Day.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Screw the meeting room. Let's go straight to the room with the doors.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
It's so crazy how big a deal they
Coming
make
to a
for
staircase,
a dumb brown
Stanley
hot
walked
wall.
upstairs to his boss's office.
Made it. What's this room? Executive bathroom. Ooh. Fancy. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. All right. Everybody loves money crisp. Ah. Panda. Let us go up. Something like little like jazz going up an elevator. same damn room, isn't it? Alright, fine. Let's try going up again.
I want to do a blues duet with you where I play guitar and you blow the harp.
Hey, man. You're drunk enough, I might. But I don't know. I don't really know how to play the harp. I don't know how to play it. I just, everything I know about it, I learned from YouTube. I've never had to. Just an ADHD thing, you know, you pick up things.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
2845.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Hey. Sparky, Sparky.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read
No, he didn't.
Mind Control Facility. Although this
Escape.
passageway had the word Escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent
Let's
death.
see it. Give me the violent death. Is it like the
The
violent
door behind
films?
him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Suck my Peter Dinklage.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and
right.
willingly confront his death.
Death. It's another Tuesday for me. Alright. It really was my death, son of a bitch. Oh wait, to be continued. I did not die, you lying sack of shit. And
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow
I'm not
life.
willingly accepting this.
Farewell, Stanley.
Help me! Oh, you sons of bitches.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as
this?
Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
I was.
In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated
I was?
as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him
How
instantly.
horrible. Whoa, okay. The voice lied. I'm alive. Alright, hold on. See, I don't know why it does that. Hold on. Once again, TikTok disconnected to me for inactivity, but I assure you, I am here. Maybe. Hold on. Alright, once again, TikTok disconnected me due to inactivity while I assure you I am here. Hopefully, it doesn't kick me off again, because that would be rather annoying. Anyhow, continuing on with Stanley's Parable, y'all didn't miss much. I noticed I got kicked, I think, right away. We shall see. Sorry about the interruption, though, and hope everybody finds their way back. Ain't nothing but a thing. It's okay, TikTok, I forgive you. I'd mistake me for dead, too. What's up, Oregon? How you doing, buddy? Buddy, old pal, old friend. Thanks for stopping by. This is the Stanley Parable.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Smooth. Alright. See if I can share this out one more time. Excuse me. There we go. Alright, back to the parable. So I didn't die, despite what they said. Yet. The Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Yeah, narrator, what did you think you were going to accomplish, huh? Alright. Pretty.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same.
You're
Do
still
you see
gaming.
now? Do you see
yeah.
that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
But it kicked me off earlier. I just had to restart my stream because it said I was inactive, even though I'm right here looking at the camera. I don't know. TikTok be crazy sometimes. But it's okay, TikTok. I love you. You're the best platform on the planet. Everything they say about you is true. You're amazing. Thank you, TikTok, for allowing me to be here. Alright. Office computer.
TT is going through changes.
It's like Ozzy Osbourne. Going through changes. Button sounds. A selection of the sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of a keyboard stroke and a synthesized tone. We've got some credits. Model design by Andrea Jorgensen, Gies van Kooten, Maldi Dittman, Jacob Janerka, Jacob Gavelli. Original artwork by Simon Boxer, Mika Latti, Lut Allen de Rebomont, and one.
Have fun, dot, I'm calling
What's
it
up,
a
HK
night.
lover? Yeah, have a good one. Thanks for stopping by, Oregon. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Alright. Moving on to these halls. Maintenance room. An early version of the maintenance room. Very interesting. Alright, alright. The office. Great show. What's up, Eternal? How you doing? Thanks for stopping by, and all that good stuff. Alright, let's go upstairs. Office clock. Yes, that is quite what that is. Okay, what's around this hall?
Perfect example.
Perfect example of
It's
what?
the kind of
Dismembered voice. What is that? I hear you.
Standing of good and bad game design. But of course, you being you, you'll probably spend the next hour trying to solve it. Here, I'm just going to make this easy on
the
you.
voice of the narrator recorded dialogue for the entire game, roughly 3 separate times over 2 years of development. These are clips from early takes that were not used in the final game. Hey, what's up, Sapsving?
Nothing
How you
there.
doing?
Shoot. Well, try the other one then.
Sapspesving. Hard to say your name. I like it though. It looks cool on paper. Alright. That's what matters really. Honestly. Underground, an earlier version of the Underground. Nice, nice. Okay, fair enough. Well, this was an interesting section of the game. Moving on. Freedom ending. This was the very first incarnation of the freedom ending in the game's alpha. Oh, pretty. What do we have here? Countdown desk. One of the desks from an early version of the countdown ending. Pretty, pretty. Monitor elevator. Okay. Ominous. We'll keep moving. Let's keep exploring. This is interesting. I like watching all these stuffs. Zending. The screenshots depict an early version of the ending known as the Zending, which was eventually cut and merged with another part of the game. What's up, Michael Payne? Welcome in. I'm glad you're here. Please stop by. Pull up a chair. Join. Follow me. Become a part of the Legion. Alright. Not the one from Fallout, the one from Exorcist. Just to let you know. Zending levers. These levers were originally a part of the Zending. The player would pull a lever and the narrator would describe what color they had pulled. What's up, Trump? 38. How you doing? Ooh, that's pretty. Trailers. We ran 4 major teaser trailers over the course of the game's development, each meant to convey something about the spirit of the game. This is the first one. Hello, hot dog. Hello, Stereophonic. Like that name too. That's cool. This is the first one, released in May 2012. It features a series of broken rooms and the voice of the narrator informing viewers that he is repairing a new version of the Stanley parable. Well, that is, that's cool. That is cool. Moving on. Alright. Yeah, read that. The game is now paused. Begin the game again. Resume the game. Options. Return menu. Escape menu. For a long time, we had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Unfortunately, very few players realized this, what they were supposed to do, which was frustrating for everyone. A long time ago, we had a ending that ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Tempting, but then I'd get kicked out of this room. Not gonna do it. What's up, Patrick Young? How you doing, man? Glad you're in here. Pull up a table. Sit on the floor. Let's check this out.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Yeah.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
Like a parasite
No,
we are.
perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you
Let it
move
go,
forward,
baby.
you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it.
With me.
Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
Hey, what's up, Red Star? How you doing, Bubbo? Doing good tonight? Having a good Saturday? Salute. Here we are again. Alright. Speed run.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Means your
Stanley
mom's a hoe.
decided to go to the meeting
Oh.
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
New content?
Oh,
Sucker me!
new content? What does that mean, new
Let's find out.
content?
Hello, William Bonnell. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're having a fantastic
Hello,
Saturday
and
night.
thank you for playing the Stanley Parable
Man, it's been
Ultra
my
Deluxe.
pleasure. This has been
As
pretty
you
cool.
may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013
That's right.
on home computers.
It's a long time ago. What's up,
After
William?
receiving
Thanks for
critical
the-
and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world
So
over.
excited. Here comes the new
Please,
content. This is
step
all new
inside and
stuff.
see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very
Decently
excited to see the
soft
thrilling new Ultra
How I
Deluxe
love a
content.
decently soft blanket. Those are some of my favorite things. Welcome into the chat. Alright. We are here now, ladies and gentlemen. New
Okay, so
content.
far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet,
No,
but I'm
special
sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Keep your chipper attitude to yourself. I am now in a box.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere?
Yeah, asshole. Where's the lady?
There we go. All right, finally, at long last,
Heard her.
it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Whatever, man. Be right back.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if
Alexa, turn all the lights
okay.
blue.
Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
I'm just Stanley, bro.
All right.
Jump, sir.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
This is new. Jumping's new. Oh, look, there's a counter. Let's go. Awesome. Okay, I jumped the jumps.
Is that it?
That's new.
Surely that's not all the new content.
Shut
There
up.
has to be something else,
true.
right?
All right, hopefully. We'll see. Don't get your expectations too high, though, boys.
Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's
your
just
game, buddy.
elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
You tell me,
if
bro.
this is new content,
I thought you
then I
wrote
could
the
just
story.
read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good. Yes.
you
I
see?
knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it
Floor,
is.
new shot, salute. Proceeding. What's up, Robert Gunn? Silver Sky? Welcome in. Pleasure having you.
That's
Thank you
it?
for enjoying the new
Oh, you've
content.
got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan
Now,
base
look, they
rush a
work
cheap
hard to put
expansion
this
to market
content.
for
You can
no
shut
reason
up.
other than to
I love
make
you,
an
game
easy
developers.
dollar.
You're
And
the
don't get me
best.
started on
This
the
guy doesn't
level
know
of
what he's talking
craftsmanship
about.
that's gone into it. In fact,
What
I'm looking
what
right now
program
at the
have you
game's
done, sir?
achievements, and it's hard
What's
to
up,
believe one of them
Microfist?
actually says,
We're the
test
Schmidt.
achievement,
We are
please
the Schmidt. We are
ignore.
the Schmidt.
What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated
So,
and I'm offended, and
Kennedy,
I
come in.
intend to find these people on
Thank you for
Twitter
joining.
and hold them
Like,
personally
subscribe,
accountable.
share, tell your friends.
It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived
Sorry,
up to such
voice.
expectations.
No, I don't like you, voice.
If you're still with me, why
Shut
don't we
up.
just reset the game and
You
we'll
do that.
try to get back to
Look.
what the Stanley Parable is
Look,
really
you
about.
reset this game again.
No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always.
Give me the female voice back. That's
What do
I
you
think.
say, friend?
I don't trust your voice. God damn it. You're an asshole. Alright. Hold on. That's not the same hallway that a hot dog should go down. Let's find out where we're going. This is interesting, at least. We've changed up the schematics.
Psst! Stanley! Come over here!
I will.
In the vent!
Is there
I want to
candy in
show
there?
you something!
Yeah, let's go, bud. Alright. Ah! You're an asshole. You know, that's why you shouldn't listen to erroneous voices running through your... Oh, I didn't die. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
you remember how
Judgy.
cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special, and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret.
Am I in
Take a look.
Skyrim again? I used to be an adventurer like you. Oh, this is kind of cool. Ah!
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
I am on PC, the only way to play. Unless you have a console, in which case... So sorry. Wadmuck Wade McKenzie, 807, welcome in. Tesmal, welcome in. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate every single one of you that stopped by tonight. That liked, that shared, that gave me gifts, the heart me's, it all counts. Thank you very much. From the bottom of my heart. Alright, let's go.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap
No, I never
re-release?
played it the first time.
Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something.
2026 or
Oh, the waste.
I hardly remember any of it, really. Okay, moving on though. 8:13 p.m. for those who can't read military time. 8:13 p.m. The Stanley Parable. The Stanley Parable is an exploration of story, games, and choice. Except the story doesn't matter. It might not even be a game. And if you ever actually do have a choice, well, let me know how you did it. Alright. What did it say? Free? Oh, the demo is free. Okay. Thought I missed something. Alright. That's fair. Postcards. Nice, nice. Everybody loves postcards. Our first kiss. My first car. The release of Stanley Parable in 2013. Couldn't be better. Alright, what's this? Steam page for Stanley. Zone, Sweet Zone. Can't quite click on that door. Hello, J. Kool-Aid Man. Caffeinated Mutt. Bodkin Musial. Hatso. Drake. Nice to meet you all. Hope everybody's having a great day. Crap House Mouse. My favorite name by far. Thank you for joining Crap House Mouse. Your name Made me smile. 2014 Independent Games Festival. Audience Award, The Stanley Parable. Nice. The Stanley Parable. If it was made in the 80s, I suppose, in a box. Okay. Stanley Parable. And they looks like they just duct taped the name over the British Academy of Film and Television Arts. That's fair. That's fair. Good times. Aren't they all? Alright, let's continue forward. Let's sally forth. Smile because it happened. I'm smiling because I'm a little tipsy. A trip down memory lane. That's the first dollar they ever made off this game. Look at that. What is up? Blake's Shield? Blake's Shield? 763. Welcome in. Thank you very much for joining. The Stanley Parable demonstration. Begin the demo. Options and quit. Okay, what's up, Vertronin? Thank you for joining. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. This is the Stanley Parable Deluxe Edition. We can now jump more. Yep. That's the new stuff. Go outside. Don't play for 5 years. I'm going to get that achievement, ladies and gentlemen. British Academy of Film and Television Arts Development Team nominee, British Academy Award, the Stanley Parable Game Innovation, British Academy Games Awards, 12 March 2014. These are all the same poster. New video game releasing today. Creators surprisingly down to earth. I don't think I can read that. That's a little bit too blurry. Rutgers goes from scandal to new crisis. College shows uneven effort to enroll the poor. Costs hinder new tech to achieve diversity. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, that was gas from my stomach. Business leaders pushing election of council allies. 50% off designer hats. I actually have a hat like that. Late edition. October 17th, 2013. Alright, moving on. Los Angeles Times. Stanley Parable deals tough choices. I can't really read anything else there. That's me dead. And here we are. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. This is what it was all for right here. MODB. DB. MODB. Interaction Award winner. BigSushi.fm Best PAX 2013 Design Museum Design of the Year nominee. IGF 2013 Wovo Award. Honorable. Could have done better. You should have done it. What were you thinking, IGF 2013 Wovo Award? It would have been 4 out of 4, but you ruined it. Hope you sleep at night with that on your couch.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now.
A husk of its
a lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Like a grape on the vine. That's beautiful. That was beautiful. Sorry. That's so beautiful. Salud. Anyhow, just spreading that IGF 2013 narrative. Oh wait, excellence. That's so horrible. Fantastic Arcade 2013 official selection. IndieK 2012 special recognition winner. IGF 2013 Grand Prize Honorable Mention. Look, y'all just don't know. This was the greatest game ever created. I just never bothered to play it or actually read any good reviews. The tasteful and nostalgic, it was good. It was alright. Let's begin again. Pictures. Okay, can't get into the store. Fair enough. Sorry for that trope. I have OCDs and must look at everything here. Person of the year. That's fair. Interesting. I bet you this is the solution to the whole game if you pay enough attention. Moving on. Cool car. It looks cool. Poor Scott K. Nice car, Scott. People play games because of what they can do inside them. And your game is very good at letting them know they can't do anything. Literally. Anything. But that's what the Stanley Parable is all about. Not letting you do anything. The top 10 memories from the Stanley Parable. Time numbers. Your number is 29. Alright. Good, and moving on.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com.
Go on,
The Stanley
please.
Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding
Please like,
choices
share,
I've
love,
ever been
send
confronted
gifts.
with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley?
Plant a
The
fish,
game was
grow a tree.
perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone. To spend the rest of time collecting
feel
dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video
This
game
feels like
memories.
they're talking about Skyrim. Alright, so we're moving on from that content right there. Have we reached the end, ladies and gentlemen? Is this it? Is there no more?
These
know,
were
right?
simpler times, Stanley.
There were.
But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again.
What's up, John? Raven Crow. Such a cool name. Love that name. Edgar Allan Poe vibes. Thank you for being here.
Wait, hang on.
No.
I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
I hope it's something cool.
Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Yeah, I'm sure. Uh-oh, let's find out.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art.
That's
I
right.
suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert
You're a
into the
bunch of
Stanley
a-holes.
Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Up your ass. What? Sorry. I meant, something. I guess that's what I said. Pretty sure I meant to say that. I don't mean up your ass. I'm so sorry. Oh, what does this one say? Not receive course. I can barely read that. Alright. Love the atmosphere. I feel like I'm in a Monty Python game.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who
very
prefers
repetitive, boring
non-linear
fast
games,
despite
this
all the
preachiness
alternate
gets
endings
annoying
and game
fast.
time
Preachy?
interfaces.
Stanley, I'm not preachy, am I?
Get the idea.
You
Try
can tell me if
something
I'm
pretty
preachy.
fast.
Honestly, you can.
But then it's just
Goodness.
repeating the whole no
This is
choice
actually
in
quite
games
shocking
thing
for
over
me.
and over again.
I
For somebody
always,
who
well, to be
prefers
honest, I had
non-linear
always
games,
thought of the
this
game's
business
dialogue
and it
as
gets
being rather
annoying fast.
terse to
As it
begin
is
with.
neither a
You can't know how
revelation
much
nor
fluff
very
I cut from the
interesting.
game
It
to
is
get it to feel as
thought-provoking
light
only
and
the
airy
first
as it...
minutes.
Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure.
I don't know, man.
Like I let
You
these
should
people
feel
down.
like a failure, sir.
Perhaps the Stanley parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Probably not, bro. You're an asshole. So, you know, if you weren't such an asshole, people probably would have left you better reviews. I prefer the woman narrator, actually. If you could put her back on, that would be appreciated. Just saying. Alright, let's see what this guy thinks.
What's this one got to say?
I get that it's supposed to be a
You
parable of
constantly
something,
have to
but
stop
listening
doing
to that
anything
patronizing
so the
voice,
narrator can catch
turning
up
on
with
and
his
on just as a fun,
long-winded
you constantly have to
explanations
stop
of
doing
what's
anything
happening.
So the narrator can
I wish
catch
there
up
was a
with his
skip
long-winded
button.
explanation of what's happening. I wish there was a
skip
skip
button.
button.
Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
What's up, Apache? Check out. Oh.
And
Michael,
here it is.
Sergey.
Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue.
Like you've
and
been doing
it goes
this
something
entire
like this.
time.
The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is,
Leviosa.
so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time,
Leviosa.
at which time everything all at once. So, now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, no, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's
What are
the
you talking
only
about?
thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say... the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So, now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, no, until 245. That the
That's
logic
good
of
number.
elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be.
Okay, it's
It's
gone
the
from the
only
Monty
thing there
Python to
is.
Douglas
How many
Adams,
billions
and I'm
left
loving it.
until so much
Great
more
game.
than forever ago? Which is why I say... the story and the choices,
welcome
or
in.
what have you, and therefore, by
Double
becoming it
Angel,
is,
welcome in.
so on and so
Cheers.
forth, until
Please like,
inevitably,
subscribe,
we
share,
all
send
until the
gifts.
end of
Little
time,
events.
at which time
Country.
everything all at once. So, now you see, blah 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 blah.
Salute.
We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, no, until 245. That the
Good
logic
solid
of
number.
elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to
Cheers,
manufacture.
53,
It went
45.
on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How
I'm
many
gonna be
billions
honest
left
with you,
until
my
so much
ADHD
more than
is something
forever
at least
ago?
30 to
Which is why I
45
say...
seconds is the last thing you've
the
said.
story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so
Hello,
forth,
Dylan.
until inevitably,
Hello,
we
household.
all until the end of time, at which time
Good. You see that? I accidentally clicked in
You
here.
were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but
He was
it was
gonna keep
plenty of
talking
time for
unless I
me to
accidentally
deliver a
clicked.
long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal
Thank
flourishes
you, that's
and
what I
lengthy
thought it was.
ruminations
All right.
on the nature of choice in video games.
That's
Of
great.
course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my
you
more
doing it
profound
again?
such ruminations. Not well, there's sport. You
gotcha.
really did catch me
All right.
rambling on a bit, didn't
did.
you? But
Yes.
that's the power of the button.
Great
The minute
button.
I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption,
You can
it's
do it again.
right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether
I don't
they'll
even know who
edit
that
the
is.
rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording,
Oh, he was a
perhaps.
reviewer.
To be honest, I
Cookie
don't
9, you
even
know
know
what
if
I'm
one
talking
can
about.
change
Stanley's
their
great.
review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated
Well,
on
Derek.
exactly how Steam works.
Welcome to Steam.
Perhaps that would have been the
Like,
smart thing to
subscribe,
check
share,
on
tell your
before I
friends.
went about this whole
Appreciate the
exercise of
likes.
making the skip button.
I'm at
Although
433
I
out of
have to
450. I'm
imagine
almost
that
there.
after
so
seeing
if
this
y'all could join, that
exciting
would
new
be
technology at work, surely whoever it is runs Steam will instantly run out
Hello,
and
giant
implement a new
passenger.
feature to make it
Hope
possible to
everything is
edit
okay.
one's review,
Hope you're
merely
having a
because
great
of this
time.
very
Thank you
situation.
for liking the live,
Yes,
Derek.
I think that's quite
Liking the
likely.
live.
Or perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change their review, so that the feature is not widely abused.
Is he still talking?
Look, I would even be okay with Steam altering this particular review so that it reads as something more beneficial. Something along the lines of, this game is the best game. Let me start over.
Oh, God.
How about this? From
All right, I'm
the
gonna let you
ashes
go
of
for
depravity
30 more
rises the
seconds, and then
phoenix
we're
of
hitting this button
quality.
again, brother. Hello, person without a name that just joined. I hope you find it comfortable in here. He stopped talking. Forward.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley.
Thank
Now,
you.
I should say that the amount of time the
Alright,
button has been skipping through
I'm
is
gonna let you
becoming
talk, 'cause I
longer and
appreciate your
longer.
voice.
That last
William
one was,
Bonnell, I appreciate
well,
you rejoining.
I want to say maybe
All right, if you
30,
didn't leave,
45
I
minutes.
appreciate TikTok
It's
letting
not
me know you're still here.
unendurable by any means, but it's,
I did have
well,
to restart
there's
my
really only
stream
so
because
much
it
I
said
can
was
ramble
inactive,
on to
but look,
myself
I'm
about.
right
I know
here.
it's shocking,
I'm
isn't
in
it?
the camera.
But at any
In
rate,
the
I
camera
do
of
suggest
game.
that we not press
I
the
am
button
here,
again.
TikTok.
I
Please
think the
don't
skip
take me off
button
again.
has been aptly demonstrated,
All right.
and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here? Where did the door go? Wasn't there a door that led into this room? I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else
You're
would
right.
we have gotten
Try
into the
paying
room in the
attention.
first...
Okay, let's go. Come on. Man.
Stanley!
What?
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
What's
You've
up,
just
Derek?
been
Welcome back
frozen
again
there.
for me to say
I
hi.
don't know why the
Thank you
skips
so
are
much.
getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my
Because you
God,
can't
there's no
shut
way
up.
out of the room.
Up, dude.
Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone.
Yes.
I've looked at it
the
from...
door's gone.
Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my
Where's the rest of
goodness.
the room, my
I have
brother?
someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week.
That you've been
Or
talking?
2 weeks.
Shut up. How about now? Oh, it's just dark now.
Oh, hello.
What's up, the
It's
Black
you.
One? Welcome
You're
in.
here again. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
I have had time to think about
Hero
you and about us and about
Supreme
everything we've
TCG.
been through.
Thank you.
I've had so much time. I stopped keeping
Excuse me.
track after a year. Have you ever sat down in
trying to
one
lose
place
weight,
and not
you know,
moved
like
for
a
one
child.
entire year?
See
Let
my
me
birds.
describe it for you. To begin with, there is only
Gain weight?
regret.
Never
There is
forget.
only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley.
Look, bro.
Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past.
What good is that
And
goddamn
when that feeling
button?
had begun to subside,
If you won't
what
shut
took
the
its place
up,
is what I
bro.
can only describe as the collapse
Okay,
of
look, one more
every
time.
moment I...
Nothing? Nothing? Still stuck in this. Look, bro. What's this?
But they didn't understand the game was
Holy
never meant
shit.
to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are
Look,
the
my
jokes? Where are
condition
the
is getting-
jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain
I like this
us.
feel.
It wasn't
Good.
enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability, it's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack
Spread
of
it all out.
cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course,
Oh, there's some big
absolutely
$2
anyone
words you're
can leave
using
a
there,
review.
sir.
So
You
here's
must
what we
have a
get. We get
thesaurus
these
on you.
demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world
Sit
where
it
someone
out,
will say,
bro.
oh, there
Come
should
on,
be a
cry on my
skip button.
shoulder.
You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley parable. We demand it. And then, because it was said, because it was spoken, now it simply has to happen.
Right.
The most immediate desires, every single thing demanded by every person at every moment in time. If someone wants it, then it's a crime not to bring it into being.
LOL, Perry Private.
Have we been
are
given to
currently,
indulging every
listening to
fleeting
the
whim
voice.
for no reason other than to do
Go
so?
on and on
Yes!
and on,
Yes!
because
It
every time
seems
we
that this
skip it,
is
it
now
just,
the world
has
we
a new
live in.
dialogue.
It seems
So
that
this
we
is
are
the
a
Stanley
people
Parable
living in such
Deluxe edition.
bleakness and discomfort with
We're doing
ourselves
our best.
that our entertainment
We're
is
doing
now
best
our
to put up with this
lives.
annoying voice.
It has come to represent
It's
us.
just gonna
It
keep going.
absolutely must speak to who we are as people, because otherwise, without our entertainment, we have
This is not
nothing.
gonna stop.
Without entertainment, we would have to face inward toward
We're
the
just gonna let 'em
cruel
go.
bleakness inside ourselves.
We're gonna
We
let 'em
would
read the
turn to
whole
look at our
soliloquy.
deeper nature and find a
Mozart's
resounding
Fifth
emptiness gazing back with
and Shakespeare's
unyielding
Third.
aggression. And so because of this, we require that our amusements and our playthings and our flights of fancy be so impossibly captivating that they consume all of our attention, turn our heads completely away from the bleakness. In effect, we have demanded that our entertainment be the collapse of ourselves.
Keep going, brother.
What a pitiful reflection of humanity these entertainments are. What a shameful mirror to the human spirit they project. I'm not mad. I'm not mad about any of this. I'm at peace with it. I am the calm center of gravity around which these perversions hurl themselves. I am a waypoint for reasonable and collected discourse. They're the ones who are mad. They're the ones who couldn't stand the idea of me using my game to try to say something. Maybe they were just jealous of me. Yes, of course. They've been jealous of me this
Yes.
whole time. They are
completely
mired
jealous
in
of
fear
you.
and insecurity and cannot help but attempt to tear me down. What a sad state of affairs. When you read
Yep.
these reviews now, you can see it. You can taste the bitter resentment. And my, how good does it feel now to speak truth to these words, to finally allow these thoughts out, contained and managed for so long, neutered and sterilized. At last I am free to truly think, to feel. It must be that they were so discontent with themselves, they couldn't help but leave a negative review on Steam. Perhaps it says far more about them than it ever said about me. Perhaps the state of their psychological being was in such tatters, and my constitution and willpower are so ironclad in comparison. Perhaps it was this state that they sought some outlet through which to tear me down. This, you can see, is clearly why they felt the need to
We're gonna
expect
push
that
the
the
button
game
again
be
'cause you won't
funny.
shut up, dude.
That it be
Alright. Is that it? Did you shut up? I can't push the button no more. Holy crap, I didn't think it was ever gonna end. But now I'm stuck in this room. What's up, Ali Perry Private? All Perry Private. All Perry Private. Alright.
The end is never the end.
Oh
is never
my
the
God.
End is never the end. Is never the end. Is never
I like
the
this.
end. Is
Hold
never
on.
the end. Is never 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 the
Alright,
end.
we're going.
Is never the
We're
end.
skipping.
Is
I'm
never
sorry. I
the
tried to make a
end.
song
Is
out of
never
it.
the
Once again, I can't touch the button. We gotta wait for it to time out, I guess. There we go. Here we are. It's now windy and soundy in here. Wait for it to reset once again, I suppose. Can I go anywhere? is up, Chris. And now we're in heaven. Okay. Alright. I'm loving this game, by the way. Just if y'all haven't noticed, it is completely entertaining me. If you haven't played Stanley's Parable Ultimate Deluxe Edition, what are you doing with your life? Really, it's a great game. Thrills, chills, an amazing narrator, two of them actually, one of whom I prefer. But we're stuck with this guy. Eddie Tech 3D, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Like, subscribe, giving gifts, tell your friends. Build a fish. And now we're in hell. Alright, great. Wasn't on my bucket list, but since we're here, skipping again. We seem to be stuck in this hellscape. Now there's spooky sounds. Come on, give me the button gun. Thank you. Is this it? Is this it, ladies and gentlemen? An open beach, an open desert for me to wander out into, and... God damn it, there's a wall. No, I can get out! I've never been so happy to see open desert. Here we go. Eddie, Tech 3D, thank you for being here once again. If I didn't say that. Look at us now. Around that goddamn building. No office, no chairs, no desks, no cabins. Just open desert and the promise of nothing. Just we all wonder. I wanted nothing more than anything this entire game, so I'll forget. Oblivion. Hello, Fast 65. You put me back in that office. It's gonna put me. Alright, so we're back in the office. Yes, all my friends.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Every single one.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
Yep,
simply missed a memo.
He's going new content. New gifts.
Oh, good.
Okay,
You
every
noticed my
time.
sign. Yes,
Here we go.
I have something very exciting to show you.
New content, everybody. Hello, I said that already. Alright. This feels like the same content voice. Here we go.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley
Have you
Parable
now?
and
Of
about
course.
how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark,
was.
and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
do it,
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
It's beautiful. I haven't even played one
Yes,
yet.
you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Hello, use. How does that make me think of WWE? I'm not too sure. Or TSP, better TSP. TSP reports were from the Office Space. Office Space is a great movie that everybody should watch if you haven't watched it yet. Made by Mike Judge, creator of Beavis and Butthead. Thank you for joining this TED Talk. Thank you very much. What's up, Brick Spectrum?
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
That makes sense. Sequels are good. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Batman Arkham Asylum 2 was actually very good. Divinity Original Sin 2. Now, let me tell you about Divinity Original Sin 2. I can't believe they actually have that game in this board. Divinity Original Sin 2 is an amazing game. But if you decide to play with 4 single players on a mod instead of using 3 actual players from the game, you're not going to have a good time. It's like if you zigged when you meant to zag when you meant to do a pizza while you're skiing. It's not going to work. We got to an ending. It wasn't satisfying, though. I'll tell you what. If you want to play Divinity Original Sin 2, play it first with the in-game NPCs. And then play it on the 4-player mod. Because you will miss out on a lot of content that you should have played while playing it. Doom 2. Great. But I was born in 76, so honestly, Doom 1 was the shit. Aladdin 2, Return of Jafar. Dark Souls 2. Hello there, Glenn Mom. Hello there, Robert Morgan. 3036, welcome in. Please like, subscribe, share, join, do all that good stuff. Goodbye. Alright, moving on with the game. This way to the show floor. Let's go. New content lining up. Let's go, bro. Stanley Parable 2.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Hear your name in the game. I haven't even entered a name. Hear your name in the game. Can I put my name in? I wasn't really given a choice.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that
Silver,
is.
welcome back.
Here, let's have you role play as
brother.
Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
I'm manifesting
If so,
Jim.
then please step forward and press the button.
Hold on, I'm not done manifesting Jim. I am Jim. Jim am I. Jim. I can feel you from the other side, Jim. Reach out, Jim.
Lol.
Come on, Jim. Give me a soul. I am Jim. I am ready. Alright. I am now Jim, ladies and gentlemen. The button that says the name of the player that is... I hope my name is Jim.
Jim.
I win.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Okay, hold on. I am Jim. Jim is me. Okay. I am Jim. Let's do it again.
Jim. It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
You're right, bro. Let's go. But now what, though? I'm gonna fucking press it again. Fuck you.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
I pressed it again, asshole. Alright, so what now? What's up, Silver? How you doing tonight? I knew you wouldn't sleep all night. You just don't have it in you. You don't have the will to sleep. You've lost it. You need to find it again, Silver. Sleeping is great, man. It stops you from aging. And you don't want to die too fast. Life has so much shit to throw at your face. Alright, so we're in the Stanley Parable DOS.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
I was Jim once. I've been Jim this entire time, actually. My name is Jim Hogsworth. This is fancy.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I am happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game.
I don't believe
It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes,
No, I
the
couldn't.
bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
You want me to pick up this bucket? Then I don't want to pick up that bucket. God damn it, am I gonna have to pick up that bucket? I wish you were here the entire game, Wolf, dude. This game is nuts. Alright. I don't want to pick up the bucket, honestly. Guess I have no choice. I have the bucket!
Can you feel it?
What?
The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
Does it?
I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
You can suck my nuts.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Alright. Whenever that comes out. Hello, Nancy11. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, share a little bit. Joining the Legion. I have a bucket. I have a bucket. Hello, Harold Saley. Welcome to the stream.
Does anyone give out awards
Hope you're
for
having a great day.
most
Hope your
enjoyable
Saturday's
bucket in a
amazing.
video game?
Now look,
That really should be an award if it isn't already.
I agree. The button that says Jim, I've already been there. I have bucket. New features, new content. Merch. Alright, let's go check out our merch. We got the, oh, we can get, oh no, we can't get back there. The end is never the end again. The t-shirt This t-shirt is the best new feature. Number 2, the end is never the end again. I saw the new content. The Stanley Parable 2. Oh, can we exit now, or... Oh, that looks like an exit. How do I get up there? The Stanley Parable 2. No screenshots. Can't take any screenshots.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one.
Oh.
I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
What's up, John Boy? Good night, John Boy. Sorry. John Boy, please like and subscribe. Please share. Please share gifts. Please do anything, John Boy. John Boy, you son of a bitch, do it. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Sorry, John Boy. Here we go. Nope. We're not going anywhere, guys. Stuck in this hallway. 432. Can't click the number 2. Can't go back out. This hallway is the rest of our lives, guys. Can't get out. No escape. Did it really stick me? Oh! Did I just see a downstairs thing? I did. No. This is good. Oh, buttons.
You know,
Happy.
sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get well someday it is.
All right, then. You, then. You son of a bitch. Get well someday, which is a good saying, actually. I
Or
do
actually,
like that more.
Maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
You did. Free new plus easy achievement. I can't believe it's that simple. Get it here. I'm a sucker for achievements. Free achievement. Get yours right now. Pull the lever. Receive your new achievement. No more step. It just works. Get yours right now. Let's
Now,
find
here's
out.
something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well,
Yeah.
I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes.
Sweet.
You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as... Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the
Stanley
world who
Parable
have been
2 needs to come out
uproariously
now.
demanding this feature. Gamers,
waiting.
we
Even though
hear
it's the
you,
first time I've
and I
played
promise it
Stanley
will
Parable.
happen.
This is possibly the most entertaining game I've played in years. Hands down. This has such great comedy, such perfect comedy timing. It's just a great game. If you haven't played this yet, what the fuck are you doing with your life? Period. Review. Fucking submitted. Alright. Look at my bucket
What
and
else?
fear me!
What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
I don't know. You tell me. I did the jump circle. Although it looks like a new jump circle.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back
Hell
for
yeah.
Stanley Parable 2 as well.
Jump circle.
Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump
Son of a
circle.
bitch, I didn't mean to.
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
You son of a bitch. You didn't tell me I had a limited amount of jumps. Alright. Infinite hull. It won't end. I have no fear of that. It's much like my life. Alright. But I will go this... Nope, this is the way I got in here with. Let's go find the infinite hole and jump our way into oblivion, my friends. Oh, the sweet release of oblivion. Time depth. Time like infinity, distant future, whole like infinity. Hello, Jennifer Griffin, if that is your real name. Space like infinity, distant space-time, distant space-time, Distant space-time, distant past. Deeper. Yeah, I like that. Let's go. It just keeps going, right? Infinite hole chart. Yeah. Educational use only. More hole. A whole entrance, infinity. You know what?
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium. You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Or I can keep falling.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
Or what?
Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
What is that? The letter G? Right? Well, I don't want to press G. I'll take note.
Okay, Stanley.
Salute!
I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole?
So you lied.
To be certain it
That's what
is.
you mean to say.
It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity.
Hello,
From
Adam
one perspective,
Kisner.
the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the
I did
bottom of
find
the
the bottom.
hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and
I
you're
knew you
so
were.
clever.
I knew you were
Look,
from the beginning.
I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What
I do
normal
like
person
falling.
actually wants to fall infinitely?
Look,
I
there's no
figured the hole was as
inactivity
deep
here.
as
I'm
anyone
here.
would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call
Hello,
the
I
hole
am here,
mostly
TikTok. Please
infinite?
don't kick
If that works for you,
Me
then go ahead and
asterisk.
press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Okay, I apologize to everybody following me on TikTok. They keep kicking me off because they say that I am inactive, but I am right here on the screen playing this game. I don't know how I can be more active, except if maybe I stuck something up my ass and plugged it into the wall. Which I may do, you know, if TikTok wants it, that's what I'll do. Give me one moment to reset everything back up. Welcome back, everybody who's back. Maybe I need a mod in here to find out what the hell's going on. Alright, share it again. Alright, TikTok, I assure you I am not inactive, despite what you may believe. By the way, those of you who haven't seen this cool ass shirt yet, That's Ozzy Osbourne giving you a hello. Anyway, here we go. Back to Stanley's Parable. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've since recently rejoined from a stream that said I wasn't inactive, thank you for coming back. If not, and you've been here the entire time, here we go. On the bottom of a well that I decided to fall down that the voice said was never ending. But we are back. Pressing G to return to the surface.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Okay, good fucking voice. Alright. Come on, Stanley. You and me, bro. Let's close it. Ah! Okay, door can close. Infinity ride. We're in the never-ending thing. Opening, depth, whatever. Oh, this is kind of cool. Oh, wait. I already been here. Hold on. Screw that noise. Let's go back in the hole. We just came out of here, right? Let's go upstairs. Can't shit. Alright. Let's go back into the room. Like nothing ever happened. Me and my bucket. Hello, Brick. Welcome back. I don't know what is happening. TikTok is kicking me off because I'm inactive. Hello, CF Fueler. Thank you for joining. Like, subscribe, share to your friends, and tell them that evil sent you. But I keep getting kicked off due to inactivity. You see me active here, right? I am alive. I'm not a ghost. I seem to be. Maybe it's because of all the spirits I imbibed. I'll stop and think about that later. Anyhow, welcome back to Stanley's Parable. We're about to get a free achievement. I didn't get it the first time. Let's see if it gets to me this time. Hello, CE Fueler. Welcome back. All the people on my red channel, thanks for sticking around. Alright, boys, what you want me to do? Let's go. Appreciate the share, whoever that was. Mostly infinite hole. Alright. So we're back to the hole.
Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right.
This time
The
we'll
problem
press
is
G.
you. The problem is that you like holes too much.
I do like holes.
Not normal.
It's
A
not my
normal
friend.
person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on
Goes
forever till the end of
till the
time.
end of
Don't
time.
need to see it all,
Except
but
I
not you.
fell
Oh,
on the
no,
ground
no,
last
no,
time,
no.
asshole.
You have a weird
Alright.
sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time?
Yeah,
I
it
couldn't
did.
help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
Alright, let's go.
Had enough? I'm
Yes.
positively thrilled. I
That's
really
enough
do
of the
have
hole.
so much more to show you and to talk about, and I've had enough of the hole for a lifetime.
So now we're Settings World Champion. Can I get in there? I don't know how much I believe this, but let's go check it out. You find them, can you find them? Let's find out.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
I got one.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Fair enough. Alright. Where'd you say that? Jump circle this map for achievement. This button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Fair enough. Alright. What is up? Dorian Adams, having a good day. What's up, Marty? How you doing? I'm gonna jump down the damn hole again.
Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm
Sounds
starting
good.
to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability in marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is. The shame. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this
Well,
depth,
look.
I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You
Yes,
just
who
do
are you?
whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Alright. Turning to the service.
Is the, teleport button not working?
It ain't, voice!
You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again.
Alright.
Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out.
You start me
Goodbye,
over.
Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole
You'll be
have a
back.
wonderful rest of eternity together.
Whatever. I don't believe you. Please send back the woman speaker. She was better anyway. We'll just wait here until you get back. I'm descending like a pair of nuts in a summer swamp. Look at me descend, slowly but surely. Slowly I go down, lower and lower. Look at the descent. Change your perspective. No, why would I? This is a great perspective. Let me go lower. I'm going to change my perspective. Oh my. Change my perspective. I'll watch this one for a while. Alright, here we go. Salute. I'm pressing F. Oh my, look at that perspective. Change my perception, change my perspective. Now, a great philosopher by the name of Carl Jung once said something about the doors of perception. Now, changing my perspective will only change the view, while changing my perception could change the universe. That is the philosophy that is being argued right here, right now, as I descend in this elevator that is going slowly lower and lower into the depths of who knows. So, should I change my perspective? Should I change my outlook on things, or should I change my perception, which may possibly choose the way I view things? I'm going to go with G. Hell yeah. A new yeah. Holy shit, I have a new letter. Change my reality. Change my reality again. Hey! I've changed my perspective. Oh, hell yeah. Change my reality again. Yeah! Change Change my perception. Change my perspective. F. Change yourself, J. Now, change my perspective. F. Box with television. I like this. Change myself. I am a. No. No. Yeah. H. When puppies become the reality, reality becomes perfect.
Stanley? Stanley!
What?
Stanley!
You son of a bitch.
Oh, good, you're awake.
I was
It seems
with
you
the
had sort of
goddamn puppies.
dozed off
What's
there,
up, X?
drifting away into
I mean,
dreamland.
how so?
But we can't have that, Stanley,
Spork,
because this hole is
VVV,
just so
Tribal Nation.
darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the
pulled me
hole?
out of a reality
From
with
the looks
puppies,
of
you
things,
son of a
you
bitch.
and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them.
Yeah,
Stay
well,
alert, Stanley. I'll be
what's
back.
up, Jackson, NRCCA? How you doing? Alright, I'm still stuck in this hole, asshat. Could have left me in the reality with puppies, and I could have been happy forever. Oh God, if you start me over in that office. Stanley Parable 2. Alright, we're still here.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
The button that says Jim, been there. Reassurance bucket, been there. Merch, right? Collectibles. The achievement. Exit. Don't think the exit is still closed. Alright, that's fair. Into the infinite hole. Don't think I've been this way. Hello, maybe. Thank you for joining, maybe.
All right. Have
Hello,
you seen everything you
Jen
wanted to?
Silver
Ready to
Train.
move on now?
Jackson RCAA? CCA? Sorry. No, stupid voice. No screenshots. What if I want to take screenshots?
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
It looks boring.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's
Sure, whatever it
sort
was.
of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes.
the
Yes,
excitement.
this is much better. I feel
What
good
you're here
about
for,
this.
maybe.
Here we go.
You could have been missing out on this, but you
Version 2.
decided to join. Hello, Emilio. Please join. Please tell me.
Who am I
my
kidding, Stanley?
friend.
This isn't a
Join,
coherent
like,
video game
subscribe,
at
tell
all.
your
It's a lot
friends.
of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
If you reload me to the goddamn... Oh. Click.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
It is me.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
That was
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push.
So it was the intro. Here we are again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Will I finish this bottle of tequila before I finish the end of this parable? Tune in and find out.
Stanley went around
This game
touching
with your
every
friends.
little thing in the
So they
office,
can
but it
also
didn't make a single difference. Nor, no matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Damn it, Stanley. We're gonna get through this together. Moving on, fuck it. Room with two
Stanley
doors.
felt the bucket calling
up,
to
boys!
him, begging him to pick it up. Why was he not doing it?
Did I miss a
When
bucket?
Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on
To
his
the
left.
right. No, I didn't. Fuck you.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room,
mother
and
was
Stanley
the
knew
wrong
it
way.
perfectly well.
Damn.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Your mother admired it.
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first
You know
open
what?
door on his left.
Yeah, I did. And
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight
was
ahead to
right
the
down
opposite
here.
door, and got back on track.
Voice goes, suck a smurf. Hello, Abner.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Good. Let's go.
Oh, no,
You son of
no,
a
it's
bitch.
to the right, my mistake.
All right, look.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What
Idiot.
was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Good.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Here we go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change?
Your mama
Stanley,
changed.
did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story. I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
You son of a bitch. Alright.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything? Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
Any minute
No,
now.
wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps. Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
Thanks.
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
You son of a bitch.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that? You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh, that's possibly the greatest game.
Wait, cut the music. Go back
Nice.
and look at that fern. Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell? Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Alright, we'll do it one more time.
You know what, Stanley? I say
what?
forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction? Now,
voice.
yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it. Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
I'm following the line. Shut up, voice. God damn it, line fucking disappeared.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision.
There you go,
From
right.
here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits. Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes?
What's up, Z?
It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait.
3 hours in.
I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we?
So,
Eventually.
fake leg.
Well, in the meantime, if you...
Oh, son of a bitch. Alright, it is almost 3 a.m. here. I am done for tonight. We will continue the Stanley Parable tomorrow, probably with less alcohol. But this has been a fun run so far. Thank you all for joining. Like if you liked. Welcome, Sandy Doll. Shared if you shared. Gifted if you gifted. Don't forget to hit that follow button if you haven't. I would appreciate it. Thank you very much for all y'all's contributions, likes, loves, etc. Good night, everybody. Stanley Parable. Great game. Buy it. I don't care what anybody says about it. It's awesome.